So Matt, obviously no stranger to the new Socceroos coach. You've had some great success under him already. What are your thoughts in terms of him picking up the national duties?
Yeah, it's a great position for him to get. I know him, through under 20s and also at Brisbane. So he's he's a great man manager first and foremost, and tactically aware, and I think he'll bring that spirit back to the side. And you can see in the way that his teams have played in the past that they'll be attacking football, and and fans will hopefully enjoy the way we play.
And have other players in the camp who might not have experienced Ange before come to you for advice about how best to get on his good side?
Well, not yet. I mean, there's a lot of people have had him through youth teams and the such, and at club level. They know what to expect, and I just think he'll lay a platform. He'll let us know. He's a great motivator, and I think he'll get every player achieving and playing their best football. And I think that's the most important thing. If we can play to our best, we'll challenge teams at a World Cup.
He's made a lot of changes, experience-wise, as a few players gone. Do you think you'll suffer from that?
Yeah, I mean, a new manager, there's always going to be changes. Ange has come in and made a few changes, but the core of the squad's there, and the belief will still be there, and we've got to work. We're all all starting again really as players, and we know we've got to. Our expectations to do well at a World Cup, and that starts in this camp. It's a good week to prepare for Costa Rica, and we'll work on new things and make sure we approach that game, and the rest of the camp's coming up with the right attitude, and that will get us achieve our best results in Brazil.
You've had experience, obviously, a fair bit of experience under Holger and with Ange as well as a coach. What do you think the main differences are really going to be with Ange at the helm now?
I think with Ange now, he'll come in and he'll motivate everyone. I think he'll get everyone playing their best football. I think that's the most important thing. The players we've got. We've got some great experience and some desire, and he'll get that back. Ange, he knows what he's doing. He's shown that at his previous two clubs, and I believe he's going to work to make us a better side, and he'll do it whichever way he can attain that.
Whether you like it or not, you're probably one of the more experienced guys in the squad now in terms of caps and age as well. Having worked with Ange, does that give you the confidence to back yourself in terms of being a leader and really being vocal amongst the group? Yeah, the whole group now has got to step up. With the way the squad is now, there's positionings opening up for leaders, and I think it's not just one person. It needs to be a collective. Myself included. Some of the experienced players will always try and lead, but the younger players now that they've been there and thereabouts for a number of years now, and their experience will be invaluable. Obviously, for the national team, you've played a few positions. You've been a bit of a utility where you've needed to be. Obviously, you'll play wherever you're chosen, but where would you like to play under Ange? Someone you've played a different position than the national team? Yeah, I mean, that's always the coach's decision, but I expect to be back in midfield now, and I enjoyed playing under him in previous teams, so I know what it's all about. I know it's a very movement-based player and ball movement, which suits a lot of our players in our team. So it's going to be competitive. Every player's on a even base now. We all go in and we'll work hard to get a spot and help our side progress. A big talking point is the captaincy. Who do you think would best fill that role?
I mean, that's a question for the boss, and I think it's important. Obviously, you're gonna have a captain, but it's important that everyone starts to really grow as a group and as a collective, and have a lot of leaders on the field, because the captain, all he does is toss the coin, and then it's 11 men and your subs that will change a game. So it's not really a question that will lead to much at the moment.
For you personally, do you know much about Costa Rica? I mean, has there been a lot of video sessions? Are they coming up? What do you know about them?
Well, we've only just got into camp, so I'm sure we'll do our homework and prepare for the game properly. Costa Rica, I think they're the top 30 nation, qualify quite well through CONCACAF, so they would be decent. They had a great under-20 World Cup, I think, some of the younger players. So Yeah, they'll be a strong side, and it's adds another dimension to our football. We've played the South Americans, we've played the Europeans now, so a game against a Central American team will be great.
Is it hard to prepare though for a team you might not know as much about, might not have seen as much sort of footage of them?
Not really. I mean, I think this week's all going to be about us, and having a week-long camp, and only a few camps leading up to a World Cup. I'm sure Ange will have the mentality of just working on how we're going to play, and not worrying too much about Costa Rica.
Were you surprised, Matt, that maybe he didn't name like a bigger squad, like a 30-man squad, and to get a look at as many players as you possibly can?
It's not a question for me. It's a question for him.